Does it, playing them, Coach, does it feel like they have a lot of guys who are similar, like in that 6'4", 6'7" range, and play them and they switch well and things like that?
Size-wise, yes, they have really good size and length and athleticism. They use it well, very physical, much more physical than their team we played with Key and Liddell down there. Those guys are physical, big, and athletic, so they're able to switch and keep guys in front, and that's what it's about.
Ohio State had struggled to put teams away in the early going here in the season. I wonder what it was like scouting them, and if they looked at all different than in person than what you saw on tape.
No, they looked exactly like they were on tape. The other teams played them well, competed from start to finish. I don't think we came out to compete, and we kind of went through the motions early, and they jumped on us, and that's the game right there. So those first 4 minutes, we got to be ready to play and compete from the start, and I don't think we were able to do that, and I thought Akron and Niagara were able to do that, and that's why they stayed in the game. They gave themselves a chance to win the game at the end.
Was that anything you thought that your team didn't do, or was it something that Ohio State did to take you out of it early?
I just thought their physicality and their mentality going into the game was what the difference in the game. I don't think we were physically ready to play or mentally ready to play the game, and we can't go through the motions like that and expect to beat a team like this.
I'm curious about just it being an in-state battle between Ohio State, Bowling Green, and the importance of that, of just playing teams around Ohio and things of that nature. How important is a matchup with Ohio State to see where your team is at in kind of the landscape of the state?
It's important when you can play a team like Ohio State. It's not a every year thing where you get this opportunity to play them. So that's the thing. When you get that, you get a measuring stick on where you are. And we weren't up to par today, and that's just what it is. But it's basketball, it's just so different. You play them tomorrow, it's a different game. So that's just the way it goes, and it is what it is.
Was there a point when you thought that it got away from you?
Probably at 22-4 or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember that. But it was just watching the game. Those guys just kept going, and we couldn't score. And that's when you can't score and you can't get stops, it's difficult to win games like that. And that's where we were at. We couldn't score and we couldn't get stops, and that was when the margin got a little bit bigger and a little bit tougher.
What was it about Ohio State's defense that was giving you guys trouble during that stretch?
I don't necessarily think it was their defense as much as us missing shots. And I think that we had great looks. We just missed. We missed wide open threes. We missed. If those go in, it's a different game. But I think if we make shots like we normally would, then the results is a little different right now, probably a little closer. Who knows what happens at the end.
Coach, Daquan was held scoreless over 6 shooting. What was Ohio State able to do to limit him offensively?
I think that was more of a mentality of going into the game for Daquan and understanding the challenge that he had of Liddell. And I think he got hyped up about going against Liddell. And, when you don't play on that even keel, when you get yourself too high, this is the results of what happened. And I think that's what happened to Daquan tonight.
Missing Caden Matheny, you had 4 players out with an injury. Just tell me about some of the younger guys stepping up. I know Chandler had a pretty good game otherwise.
Chandler was really good today. He scored the ball, he rebounded well. He was out there talking, doing the things that I like. Samari Curtis was another one who played well tonight. He talked and moved the ball and was able to score as well. So those guys looking good. Matheny, hopefully we'll get him back, shortly. And hopefully we could be at full strength at some point.
In terms of practice going into this game, how did you feel the team prepared, and how did you feel the team went through walkthrough as far as intensity goes?
I thought we were good during that time. I think what we let the stage get too big. The game got too big for us, and we put too much hype on the game. And when you hype yourself up and you get all out of control, and that's where we were today. Instead of staying calm, cool, and collected, and knowing what we were able to do and stay within ourselves, I think we got outside of ourselves.
Mike, you talked about measuring stick and where they measure up and what it's going to take. What positives do you take from this, especially a better second half than the first?
The young guys, just the things that they did, and still feeling out those guys and what they're really able to do on the game situations. It's different in practice when you're practicing against the same competition every day. Kind of get used to what's going on and how guys play, but when you go to that outside competition, it's different, and you have to be up for the challenge. And I like the way our young guys stepped up and played, and I think the future is bright for us.
Playing a team like Ohio State obviously helps, when iron sharpens iron, that kind of thing. What do you take from a game like this early on and use it to propel your guys, whether it be the rest of this or now play?
The biggest thing is being ready to play from the start, and that's it. That's what I'm seeing right now is we're not ready to play from the start. So teams will jump on you when you're not ready, and now we got to battle back the whole way, and now try to give ourselves a chance to win at the end. We weren't ready to start this game, and we couldn't battle our way back into the game, and they never allowed us to do that once they got on us, and that's the game. So we got to do the one thing I've taken away from this game is we got to have a better start, and we have to be intense from the start.
Any other questions?